Well, Governor Greg Abbott says he wants to fence off the border between Texas and New Mexico, all in an effort to block illegal immigration. He says he wants to construct razor wire, in fact, between the two states. KXAN's Ryan Chandler joining us now live. Ryan, what is really behind this move to really wall off a fellow state?
Well, it could signal, first of all, that what Texas is doing is working in terms of making it more cumbersome for migrants to cross through Texas. What Governor Abbott says is that now they're crossing through other states. Specifically, what he said to our affiliated News Nation is that, quote, all of those terrorists, all of those murderers, all of those rapists are now going through New Mexico and California, and we need to specify that when leaders group migrants in that big, scary group like that, it's not accurate. In terms of just data that we have from the Texas Department of Public Safety, it shows that non-citizens, migrants, legal or illegal, commit crimes at a lower rate, a vastly lower rate than American citizens. In fact, Americans are twice as likely to be arrested for crimes relating to violent crimes and 2.5 times more likely to be arrested for drug crimes. So just clearing up that misconception first. I also expect that if we were to try and, as you said, fence off or wire off a sovereign state, that could attract the same kind of constitutional challenges that razor wire on the Rio Grande attracted, because whether it's Texas or the federal government, it's really Border Patrol that has authority over the Rio Grande, and states would probably attract some scrutiny to trying to construct borders between each other.
Yeah, we were talking earlier today in our newscast that Governor Abbott has actually bussed less migrants out of Texas here recently, saying basically because of all of the efforts that he is implementing down at the border. Is this more of that, or is this, for lack of a better word, I guess, just politically motivated when it comes to really just standing firm on what he believes is necessary on the border?
Well, it's definitely true that Operation Lone Star, since it has been implemented, has resulted in fewer migrant crossings. But whenever anybody tries to pinpoint the cause of migrant trends on one thing, you should be a little skeptical. These things are cyclical, and they're results of everything from high-level federal policy to relations with Mexico to simply the weather in the summer making it harder to cross. We have seen serious decreases in crossings lately. That's why Abbott says the busing program is on pause. He, of course, has sent thousands of migrants to blue states, blue cities outside of Texas in order to share that burden. And he says he does expect when migrant crossings increase again, he will resume sending them other places. Okay,
and we know that Abbott has also said he wants to expand the buoys in the Rio Grande. What do we know about that?
Right, so I've been up close to these buoys, right in the middle of the Rio Grande. And just to give you a perspective, they take up 1,000 feet of an area right outside of Eagle Pass in the Rio Grande there. The river itself is about 1,200 miles. So these are not preventing migration at all. What they do, what the state argues, is that it makes DPS's job easier because it bottlenecks migrants in a way to where you can be sure they're not crossing out the buoys and maybe farther down the river where it's better staffed, better patrolled. He says he wants to expand the length of them there. See, they're not long at all. They're just a couple football fields. Details there are light. We don't know how much longer they're going to get, but they're about the 1/10 of the cost as expanding the border wall. So it is a cost-effective option to kind of make sure migrants are going to specific areas and don't have free range to cross the river wherever.
Okay, fascinating. Ryan, you know everything about everything when it comes to politics and the
border.
That
is far from true, but I'm trying.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm sure we're going to be checking in with you soon.
Thanks, Jayla.